Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Language development, Unit 7. Objectives. After the study of this unit, the students shall be able to number one, describe what is language and how it develops. Objective number two, different theories regarding the development of language. And third point, explain the words components involved in the development of language. And four, describe how environment affects the development of language. And fifth one, explain development of language at preschool and kindergarten level. And six, development of language at elementary level. What is language? Language is a communication of thoughts and feelings through a system of arbitrary signals such as voice, sound, gestures, or written symbols. When you know a language, you can speak and be understood by others who know that language. 5 year olds already know their first language. Language development. At 9 months, infants can distinguish the sound of their own language. By 18 months, children possess a vocabulary of about 3 to 100 words. At around 30 months, children began to combine words into two or words utterances or telegraphic speech. It consists of mostly nouns and verbs with functioning words mostly omitted. Age 2.5 to 5, the vocabulary increases tremendously. Vocabulary becomes more adult like. यहाँ पे आपका अगेन एग्जांपल दे देता हूँ कि लैंग्वेज क्या है। किसी भी ज़ुबान जैसे हमारी जो मदर ज़ुबान है वो उर्दू है, कोई पंजाबी होगा, कोई पश्तो होगा, कोई फ़ारसी, कोई इंग्लिश, कोई अरबिक। तो हर कोई अपनी जो थॉट्स है, फीलिंग्स है, वो आर्बिट्रेरी सिग्नल्स के ज़रिए जो अपने साउंड, गेस्चर या रिटन सिंबल्स के ज़रिए कम्युनिकेट करता है, उसे हम लैंग्वेज बोलेंगे। और लैंग्वेज जो डेवलपमेंट है, जब 9 साल का बच्चा इन्फेंट होता है, पैदा होता है, तो उसे ज़ुबान नहीं आती, लेकिन 18 साल की एज तक वो वोकैब्युलरी 3 वर्ड से 100 वर्ड तक बोलना सीख जाता है। जैसे ओ, बाप। तो ये इस तरह के वर्ड एक वर्ड से डबल वर्ड, एक कैरेक्टर से 2 कैरेक्टर, फिर उसके वर्ड ऐड होते चले जाते हैं। फिर जो 3 30 मंथ तक वो पहुँच जाता है, तो वो वर्ड्स को क्या करना शुरू कर देता है, कंबाइन करना शुरू कर देता है। वो वर्ड को अट्रेंस करता है। जैसे वो 2.5 साल से 5 साल की उम्र में, तो उसकी वोकैब्युलरी काफ़ी हद तक इंक्रीज़ हो चुकी होती है। बिफोर बर्थ बच्चा बोलता ही नहीं, बर्थ में उसकी वोकलाइजेशन होती है, फिर 6 मंथ तक वो बैबलिंग करता है, 1 ईयर तक वो अपना फर्स्ट वर्ड बोल पाता है। उसके बाद वो फ्रेजेस 2 साल तक फ्रेजेस सीखता है। तीसरे साल में आके वो सेंटेंस कंप्लीट बोलना शुरू हो जाता है। चौथे साल का बच्चा स्टोरी टेलिंग हो जाता है, वो पूरे की पूरा वाकया, पूरे का पूरा इवेंट बताने के काबिल हो जाता है। और 5वें साल का बच्चा ग्रामर ऑलमोस्ट एडल्ट लाइक, वो इस काबिल हो जाता है कि वो बड़ों की तरह बोल सके। रेफरेंशियल लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट। चिल्ड्रन at first express only words and afterward joining them together. At first into sentences comprising of two words and later into sentences comprising of three words. It is a style of right time learning of language in which children use language for the most part to label objects. This style is useful to young children because this way extend their understanding of vocabulary. यानी कि जब वो अडल्ट होते हैं, एक लफ्ज, एक करेक्टर, उस करेक्टर से वर्ड बनाते हैं, वर्ड से फ्रेज, फ्रेज से सेंटेंस, देन उसके ग्रामेटिकली मिला के उसको रेफरेंशियल रेफरेंशियल ऐड करते हैं, लेबल्स ऐड करते हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऐड करते हैं, और अपनी वोकैब्युलरी क्या करते हैं, इंप्रूव करते हैं। Expressive language development. Kid first uttered sounds like bubbles that copy the rhythm and beat speech of others. Most kids utilize a blend of these styles. Another commonly known style involved in language learning is expressive style. In this style, little children apply language to discuss their specific emotions and requirements. Language development is the process to understand and communicate language. Referential language development is denoted as labeling different objects. In expressive language development, children discuss their emotions and needs. Transitions in language development. फर्स्ट ट्रांजिशन, सेकंड ट्रांजिशन एंड थर्ड ट्रांजिशन. हम पहले डिस्कस करते हैं फर्स्ट ट्रांजिशन occurs when first year ends and it proceeds in the school year with the emergence of words into essential vocabulary. Second transition happens when children change from saying one word at once to joining words into expressions and basic sentence about the end of school year. Third transition happens when kids move afar utilizing simple sentences to express one thoughts to complex sentences, communicating different thoughts and the relationship between them. Key signs of language development. Bubbling and gestures, crying, cooing, bubbling gestures. Bubbling and gestures, children dynamically make sounds from birth to onward years to attract attention. These continue till the mid of the first year. Crying. Infants even crying during childbirth, which can indicate trouble, but these sounds indicate many other things also. Going. Children first utter murmuring sounds which are pronounced from backside of the throat and generally convey delight on interaction with the caregiving persons. Babbling. Aimed center of the first year children babble, that is they deliver series of consonants. Gesture. Newborn children begin utilizing motions. They may wave bye bye, nod their head to signify yes. Recognize language sounds. Recognizing language sounds. From birth up to 6 months of age, newborn children perceive sounds when they change despite what language they originate. Shows signs of language development. First words between 8 to 12 months of age, babies frequently show their first conception of words. A child's first word may be the name of individuals, well known animals, toys, body parts, garments, or family things. 1.5-year-old baby can talk around 50 words. On the other hand, near the age of almost 2 years, they can have words around 200. Two words utterances children during the age of 2.5 years speak two words expressions. To go on expression with just two words, the kids depends very much on motions, manners, and the background. Developmental milestones: 3 months bowing and growling, 6 months babbling, 12 months fast word, 18 months knows 5 to 40 words, 2 years children 150 to 300 words, 2 to 3 word sentences, 3 years 900 to 1000 words, ask short questions, 4 years child 2000 words plus 5 word sentences, and 5 years identifies letters, create longer sentences. Theories of language development. The learning perspective, this point of view contends that children copy what they see and hear. Kids learn from punishment. The nativist perspective views that people are naturally inclined to learn language. The inner actionist perspective Interactionists are of the view that we learn language through our interaction with others, views language development in social context. Components of language: phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, and phoneme. Phoneme. A phoneme is a basic unit of phenomenology. It is the smallest unit of sound, may cause a change of meaning within a language. It doesn't have meaning by itself. Phenomena match up to the sounds of the alphabet, not always a connection between a letter and a phenomenon. For example, the word hat has three phenomena: one H, second A, and third T. The word shape has five letters but only three phenomena: one SH, two, two is long A, and third is P, shape. English language has around 45 different phenomena. Phenomena associated to letters and combinations of letters. A phenomenon can have a specific pronunciation in one word and a different pronunciation in another word. Phenomenology: study of sound patterns and their meanings both within and across languages, systematic organizations of sounds, possible speech sounds that we could all transcribe. A relatively small number of these sounds is used contrastively in a language. Study of verbal communication structure within the language is known as the phenomenology. It is the theoretical aspects of language. The smallest unit of sound to formulate the language is called the phenomenon. For example, word cat contains three phenomena, word hat contains three phenomena. Morphology. The term morphology is Greek and is a makeup of morph means shape, form, ology means the study of something. Morphes include base words like cat, cow. It analyzes the structure of words and parts of words such as stems, root words, prefixes, and suffixes. Example: affixes like unplanned, unseen, unpleasant. In linguistics, morphology is the study of words, how they are formed, their relationship to other words in the same language. Syntax. In linguistics, syntax is the set of rules, principles, and processes that govern the structure of sentences in a given language, usually including word order. Its study allows us to understand the rules about how language works. A set of rules for constructing full sentences out of words and phrases. For example, the English sentences: the Ahmed ate the apple and the apple ate the Ahmed do not have the same meaning, even though they contain the exact same words. Semantics. Semantic is the study of meaning. What is meaning? How is meaning created in language? How do people understand language and why we do understand it like we do? One of the main reasons we use language is to pass meaning from one person to another. Semantics deals with it. It refers to the ways in which a language conveys meaning. Semantics moves beyond the literal meaning of words in language and is cultural develop. It's totally depend on culture. Pragmatics. It is the study of human actions, thoughts, and linguistic science in real situations. Pragmatics refer to the ways the members of a community use the language. The way they speak to their parents is not the same way they speak with our fellow children. The conversational style in our day to day conversation is much more different from the language of a book. Pragmatics deals with knowing the difference between the two styles and when to use which style. In this diagram, five components of language. Number one, form, second, content, and third is use. फॉर्म के फर्दर थ्री एलिमेंट्स हैं सिंटैक्स मॉर्फोलॉजी एंड फोनोमोलॉजी जो भी हमने डिस्कस किए हैं कंटेंट में सेमेंटिक्स है और यूज में है प्रैग्मेटिक्स अगर इस डायग्राम को देखें तो व्हाइट वाला जो सर्कल है टोटल एम्प्टी है उसके पास पी साउंड आते हैं ग्रीन सर्कल में जिसे हम फोनटिक्स बोलते हैं ब्लू सर्कल में फेनोलॉजी जिसमें फिनोमिनीज आते हैं देन पर्पल में मॉर्फोलॉजी जिसमें हम वर्ड्स वगैरह बोलना सीखते हैं सिंटैक्स जब हम फ्रेजेस और सेंटेंसेस सीखते हैं सिमेंटिक्स में हम लिटरल मीनिंग ऑफ फ्रेजेस सीखते हैं और सेंटेंसेस को सीखते हैं एंड लास्ट येलो में प्रैग्मेटिक्स जब हम मीनिंग इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ डिस्कवर के लेवल तक पहुंच जाते हैं समरी रीड करें